the best that you will love. You're going to love our program tonight. We are excited. Equally so, we just we from the Christian Broadcasting Network, we lost one more of Liberia's gospel. In fact, one of Liberia's most celebrated gospel artists, the president of Lakma Miracle Kettle. Yeah, it was so shocking. It broke us down. And then this evening, we had to attend the choir hour of one of the best gospel singers, Atina Barkley, who passed some 2 weeks ago. So it has not been easy, or it is not easy for Lakma. We join our voice with all the voices that are extending deepest condolences to the Liberia Gospel Association, Artists Association, LACMA, here in Liberia and overseas. We are saddened by the sudden passing of the president, Miracle Kettle. It hurts a break. Though today I felt like empty, completely empty when I got through with a whole lot of work, and then I chose to go online. The first thing I just saw, miracle, 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 and I was like, who miracle and what's happening? What is Facebook offering this afternoon? We saw yesterday there were a lot of things, a lot of arrests up and down. And then right after that, one Liberian veteran journalist who had been sick for a very long time, Barbara Harris, passed. And then today again, Blackman lost the president. That was so sudden, and it actually today the Christian community, in fact, the musician, the Republic of Liberia, even those of us who are not Christian, Miracle is a very familiar, very fond of person that you love to be around whenever she's called anywhere, or anywhere she's spotted. You will see that smile, that brilliant smile on her face, that bright smile. Yesterday she displayed as a president. She organized a well attended program. It was a song service day for the late Atina Barkley, who will be buried on tomorrow. And then she organized that program so speaking as a president. And all of a sudden today, we are also saying goodbye to Atina. This is what life has to offer. It has so much that people will not see reason to get closer to God. I don't want to preach tonight. There's a lot on our plate, but we just want to use this time to say we are sorry to Lakman, to the people of Liberia, to the gospel arena, to the musicians, to all of us who are feeling attached to this loss. And we pray that God will console her family, most especially the family, churches, and all of us. Yes, we're sorry, and we are sorry. This is Sambia TV. My name is Vivian Cook, and our program tonight is Inside Liberia. And seriously, what I want to talk about tonight, I was expecting my guest, but the whole thing about Minister Miracle Kettle, it broke her down. Also, a lot of people just been broken since this. It even means since I came from Atina's quiet hour, because I attended Minister Atina Bagley quiet hour at St. Moses. It was so sad. Her son made it sadder for us. And we had a saddest night tonight at St. Moses. Since I came, I've been lying down. I've been almost out of myself, and I didn't even know. At one point, I said, I will really come out to bring my show, but then I had to, because this is what we signed up for on the program. Yeah, but it has been a sad day. Trust me, a sad day. To move Bobby St. Harris yesterday, my media colleague. He used to be the station manager at United Methodist Radio one time when I was there in 2011 or 2012. He transitioned there as station manager for 6 months before he left to go back to he had left Ormil, so he went back to ECOWAS Radio. From there, he went to ECOWAS Radio. So it has been a really tiring day, but we are here because there is something that we need to talk about. And one of the things I will need to talk about, you listen to my colleagues last night, they talk about the drugs and the drugs issue, most of it. I just want to talk about corruption in Liberia. How do a government fight corruption in a country like Liberia? Is it possible for Liberia to win over corruption? Is it possible? I don't think Liberia has the capacity. When I say the capacity, we may have everything to fight corruption. We don't have the will of the people. The people called Liberians, they are divided into four parts. There is nothing any sitting government will do to fight corruption to an individual, and it works. There is nothing any sitting government will do to fight corruption, and it works. There will always be the group of people who will come out clear and tell you that that person is wrong. To the extent where even you hire jurors to go on the ground to work for the government, and they will take bribe, thousands of dollars, and allow that person to go free. Can you imagine that kind of thing? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that kind of thing? The best people will go on the ground and say, yeah, we want work for the Liberian government. We'll take, oh, yeah, we'll take it. Oh, we're ready. And they will take bribe, thousands of dollars, and go home and say, the person is guilty. Imagine corruption case. They tell you plain blank the person is guilty, knowing very well that that person is guilty. And they'll say, at the end of the day, they'll come on and say, let's see, I was saying yesterday, what a crime I did was to work for the Liberian people. Who Liberian people you work for? Who Liberian people you work for? Liberians will sit and say that politics. So because that politics, we will join inside. We will march the street. We will fight. This war, a political war, we will fight. Nobody can just walk, burn that whole forest to pick up one tree, says Eugene Nambi. I watched the video not too long of Fina Bono's return home. The people assaulted Fina house tonight. The people, they kissing Omane playing salsa, people dancing, people to take Fina out of the car to carry her in a hospital rest. Imagine last night she had a long night, she didn't sleep well. Imagine her sleeping in her place. And today, all day, our lawyers had to go to Supreme Court right after everything for criminal court see to order to release her. Somebody who needs to go home to have a warm bath and rest. If you have seen that girl, compact people who watch the video, that place was changed. In fact, I can say was because as I am speaking now, people still there. That one that's something that people will need to talk about. People celebrating. People celebrating on the streets as the cars were going in, people running. I'm like, which corruption in Liberia that Liberian government will win? Liberia, you small to fight corruption, you can make it. You lay care for corruption. You Liberia, you lay jar for corruption, you can make it to fight corruption. You get that grace. You don't have the grace to fight corruption, Liberia. Don't force yourself. Imagine, imagine people celebrating somebody like that. The same, the same thing with the drugs. People celebrating. If I went at the drugs, got two stories. One group of people say that ruling government get the drugs. The other group of people say that 6 years ago the drugs been sitting there over there. Two stories, two sides fighting the drugs politically. Which country is this? How old is Liberia for us to be going through these things? The Liberia that we know, as old as we are, we got all these things that we got to handle. Can we really fight corruption? Do we have that grace? Especially with all these things going around, the number of people that are hailing others when these things happen. How can we fight it? How can Liberians come out to say, yeah, we can fight it? Can we? Can we? Do we have that charisma to fight corruption? We've been trying, government in and out, government come and go, been trying. But can we fight corruption in Liberia? Taking into consideration everything that we see on a daily basis, everything that we follow online. When you want to know that Liberia able to fight corruption, just go on Facebook. Just go online, go on social media. I shouldn't limit it to just Facebook. Go and listen to the various radio stations. Listen to radio stations in the country. Get people defending people, calling you political names, calling all kinds of names, using the languages that are best suited for it. Go to the court, you see people wearing white. Final first day in court, everybody will white. Nobody say she's guilty. But if you give a chance to the case, if you give a chance to what's unfolding and let the court handle their job responsively, peacefully, without interference, without political views, or without any political influence, I think we'll make it to reach to where we want to reach. But until that time, we're not reaching anywhere. Trust me. Liberia will not reach anywhere when it comes to fighting corruption. Every time someone is involved, especially when he is a politician from an opposition party, it means that case, that political case. No. To be real, let us be real to ourselves, to our country, to our people, to our foreign investors, to our partners, foreign partners. Let's be real to the international community. And not everything we fight for in Liberia or government fight for in Liberia is politically motivated, as they can say. Some of these things are things that we should pay attention to. We should not just talk, but also listen, gather views, pay attention to details. You can't just say that, oh, they wrong the man. They case over, they wrong the woman. And the government fighting. They see they want to eat it. It will not help us to fight what we want to fight. Because of that, we are continuously sinking in corruption in Liberia. Everything we got comparison. And the other government were doing it. And I was said to do it. Oh, they're doing it. Where I want to attack. 2029 we can't we see. They what will happen, we'll see. We live in this country by threat 24 hours from politicians, opposition politicians. It's like nobody giving a friend chance to lead. Your own attacker, we talk to you, put more on you, we get tired. But our own attacker, you very put more for us, you get tired. We get tired. We move from there to you. That the thing we own in the country. And the kind of life Liberians are living. How in Liberia can we fight corruption? How can we? We got no, we got like, we don't even want it. We don't want to fight corruption. Even up to now, the war crimes what we're talking about, people still against it. A lot of people are against it. We ask it, they say no, let it stay. Whereas every little thing we can refer it to the war. Anything happens to anybody in the country who are linked to Liberia's past, they can refer them to what they did during the war. It has happened plenty here. But still, you say you don't want the court. They will do political thing there. You don't want the court. You don't want it to the war crimes court. You don't want economic crimes court. Oh, they will pick and choose. But anything happens to anyone who was one of the key players in the civil war in Liberia, you will refer them to what they did. You haven't forgiven them, but you don't want anything to happen. The same thing happening in corrupt officials. Okay, we suspect a person has been corrupting the country, so we carry him to court for him to come and answer question, or carry him to court to answer question. You say no. You carry prayer team, praise and worship group, traditional leaders, this other group, fair base, that base, everything you carry it there. Judges in chambers thinking of what to do, they got no time. Even the media, even our own space, the media space, some of us carrying the information different way for the sake of favor of what we can get. Some people carrying the information the wrong way, the very wrong way. Some people taking it personal. Go to a tire shop, go to shops, pass by, go to places where young people are gathered, university campuses. Hear them talking, especially the UL. Hear them talking. People on the pros, people on the cons, discussing the issues in their own way, the way they understand it. Asking for corruption to be fought the way they think it should be. Nobody thinking about the kind of time, the resources the government is putting into place or is using to fight corruption in Liberia. The first thing, by the time they come out with something, someone can say, oh, that poor yeah, man. What did they doing? They said doing it. And that the same thing, and the same thing that other men time, and the same thing the other woman time. And they see old people. My own president going to court. No way I can agree. But other person say I'm going to court. Going to court. And you carry whole basketball team, football team, the cousin nurse, also like no time, no patience, nobody paying any attention. Nobody paying attention to it. Everybody just doing their own thing. Everybody in the heart, we just feel that is how Liberia should be operating. Will you, how will you reach that mark? How will you reach the mark of fighting corruption in the country when you can't allow the government to do their work? I said, we're really shocked tonight. I try following the case, but when the incident of these gospel musicians, we have to pay attention to it too because people we have worked with before, you know. So by the time I come home from attendance quiet hour, when I went on Facebook to review some of the old news and pick up what I wanted to pick up from the case yesterday, the way I saw the people rejoicing, I said no. The way I saw Liberians standing up, as even right now you go to a funeral place and maybe they're cooking, tornado sleeping, Tari, tornado Tari. Nobody against Fina. But if a name came out in something that gave the good chance, she worked in one of the highest office in government, chief of protocol Republic of Liberia. It's not a joke. It's not a community chair we're talking about, or party chair. No, chief of protocol Republic of Liberia. That's a very big position that a woman who used to be holding the president back to a front parliament, to put it back to the front. when they go from one country to another, everywhere, in fact, even in Liberia, that's the person we're talking about. So if they say, if the government says she needs to answer questions, she needs to answer questions. And you people should stop taking it to be some political game. People should stop taking it to be some ordinary battle or ordinary thing or spiritual battle. That is not a spiritual battle for you to carry your prayer warrior prayer team in this time order. This is reality. Reality. If you leave this position and the government say we want to investigate or we want to audit this particular office or space, it is their right to do so. And if they see that something doesn't seem right, they've got also the right to call you for questioning. So that we must really see it like any kind of political thing. This is for real. And if we continue like this, even after President Boakar's administration, the next person or the next leadership will not be able to fight corruption in this country. Because I just to put small money together and give it to the young people who you can have control over. It's just for you to put small money together and give it to the old money who you can control over. Old money not hard to fool. The next thing they're going to the court to go stand there for you. And if we continue like this and we Liberians say we're going to fight corruption, we will never succeed. Corruption too big for Liberia. Liberia, we lay get, we put it in a layman too. We small get for corruption, to fight corruption. If we continue like this, we are going to be nowhere when it comes to fighting corruption. Right now, Fina is out. She gone home. Who knows when she going back to court? When she going back to court, that group that currently are on house tonight, the ones that were playing the salsa and singing, the ones that were wearing the white the last time at the court, the ones that are there, the young people that were there singing rescue mother back, they couldn't make it to that court. They couldn't step, they could be there in defense. Money what they see, money what they don't know about. Whether it is true, think even the Supreme Court or the criminal court change, they go in there to argue and tell you that it never happened. Same thing with Samuel Toy. He was finance minister. It is the government's right to call him for questioning. It is their right to do so. They've been going through the case. Imagine if the problem with the jurors, the jurors, that be friend, we are Liberians, man, we are human beings. What if that one of you parents were killed and they had juror on the case? And the jurors go to that very Supreme Court and say they may not guilty. Not guilty. Please not guilty. How will you feel? The love of money. You selling the country's right to justice for dollars. How do we fight this corruption? How do we fight it? We're selling the country's right to justice. The country can win any one case. Because every time someone is arrested, they got a lot of people, group of people who they will just play and then they will say all kinds of things, raise some money and just serve it to people. People go there and start in your defense, start doing this, go to jurors, pay them, use money. That case just walk away. And then the next thing they start making fun out of the government. How can the government achieve How can they achieve the goal of fighting corruption in Liberia? I'm not sure if we can, especially the way we are proceeding in this country. I'm not sure. The way things are happening here is far different from other countries. There have been government leaving the stage and they've been called back to answer questions. Even right in Sierra Leone, former President Barack Obama was called for questioning by the new by President Bio when he took over his first time. He was called back for questioning. J.J. Rawlings, the late in Ghana, when President John Kufuor took over, he was called for questioning. If they're not satisfied, they will call you back to check. They review some of the papers, some of the work you've done. If they're not satisfied, they do an audit. And you come to answer questions. In Liberia, it's not allowed. Anywhere in Liberia, they'll tell you that it's not allowed. Liberians don't allow it. By the time you call any ex-official for questioning, there is a whole crew going out there to stand. Those ones who will be waving, the ones wearing a t-shirt, the ones who will be chanting, the woman who will tell the lapa and be the any kind of women who will be very, very insulting, very rude. They can use any word on a leader, on a president, say anything they want to say. A cast of women like that who are fakes and said they're always ready to just stand there and insult the leaders of the country simply because they are doing a piece of job that's supposed to benefit all of us in Liberia. And we sit down here and say we can fight corruption. We can't. Liberia can't fight corruption. We little care for corruption. Ignorance can allow us to fight corruption. Those are some of the things that can allow us. Yeah. Ignorance, it can illiteracy cannot allow us fight corruption. Because anything we tell the people or anything a person tells his people that what they will take. But that you can fight corruption. Because the people know nothing else besides what the leader has said. You're not coming to change it. You will not change it. So you'll be sitting here and Liberia will just be going as it is going. There will be no form, no case one. How many cases have been to LACC? And you go to somebody just come up with flying colors. How many cases? Very few. In that few, maybe you got anybody behind you. You got anybody behind you. Or maybe you really enjoy the work. Or you didn't share. I said, only with you. I said, okay, find the other person guilty. How many persons can we say they have been found guilty of corrupt charges? Every time we try to go to A, like we were trying to go to A, people jump in front of it. Every time like we were trying to go to it, people are there to make sure people stuck to it. And this is where we are. This is where we're going to be. When I was here in such a position, she knows that after it, some way, somehow, she would have been called for questioning. She agreed. She served for time. She ended it. Even people who used to criticize her or who used to benefit, who benefited from her, began to criticize her in the end. Okay, now you've been criticizing the lady. It's time now for you to prove, for her to prove herself in front of the court. And you jump there too and say it's wrong. It's wrong to fight. Oh, you want her home. You want her home. Why? You just can't stay. Oh God. This is Liberia now. This is our country, and this is what we sign out for. The day we're leaving from heaven, this is where we sign up for. This is Liberia. It is saddening for us that we cannot fight a single case and win with all it being played with because of political affiliation. In this country, nobody is wrong on their party line. Nobody is right from the government side. So people just hear it now and getting what they can get, gain what they can gain, and allow Liberia to be what it is. And this is very, very, very serious for us. It's a very serious matter. When will we sit down and allow the government to do the right thing, to do their job? When will we stay out of or stop linking serious issues to ordinary politics? Because if everything in Liberia is politics, then we need to check ourselves in this country. We need to check ourselves. We need to give the government or the court an opportunity to do their job. Look, I am staying away from this drug case for personal reason, especially the trend is taking on the political side. The trend this drug case is taking. Some people say it been there 6 years ago in our just coming. Other people say that the government, the other new government brought it in a part of their own. Can you imagine? Two sides, a major sides, and you listen to me. I can listen. When I listen to some people speaking about the issue, personally, I can sit down there to listen when they explain. When they explain, you will one side with that one. But go listen to the other side. Listen to the other side. So everything now is just surrounded by politics. Everything about this drug issue is surrounded by politics. It's the same with our system. Every system now in Liberia is surrounded by politics. To achieve what the government should achieve, it may be difficult because everything we see or we doing now in Liberia, we are adding politics to it. We think that politics, you know now, the opposition now, we on the opposition now, and we all yeah, there everybody playing the victim. Everybody playing the victim. Nobody else serious. Everybody playing the victim. Oh, we made it there. It's more than 6 years now. It's been around. Pacha God exposing it. I don't know people come around and say, oh, you said the people where you wanted. See them now. They corrupt people. They purchase. They cartel here. They cut this. Everybody playing the victim when it comes to the trust issue. It's the same with the corruption. Everybody playing the victim. Hey, they said, asking Fina yesterday, what your last word before you go to jail? She said she just thank God for everything. Imagine, imagine that kind of thing. So I just thank God for everything. That's the best she could say. After thanking God for everything, people started trooping in to whatever central prison. They say if you ain't outside, they will sleep there too. Eh? Wow. So we don't Liberians, we don't care. We just want to be on our own side. If this is what government is, of God, of this is what governance is, then it's difficult to fight corruption in Liberia. And seriously, it will take us a long time, a very, very long time. It's going to take us in this country to fight corruption. Because even the media is like, either we're getting tired or we're not helping or we are divided on the fight against drugs. We are divided on the fight against corruption. Yes. And it's like the media is divided on politically, the media is divided. But when there are sensitive issues like corruption in a country, Then whether the media is divided or not, we should pay more attention to the reality. We should pay more attention to the reality. Like we must say the issue as it is. See, media horses they running behind Fina yesterday to stop this. She is here right now. She is here right now. She's going in. She's going in. What is that? There are issues. There are procedures that led to Fina Bono going to Monrovia Central Prison. At this point, some media houses were clear said, just few days after burying her late father in her mourning tomb, in describing the mood sorrowfully, forgetting to know that this was a pending case long before the death of the father or the burial of the father. People were there, others were there clapping. Liberia, you can't beat my country in anything. My country, this country. So, folks, we just need Liberia just need to let go of the fire of corruption because I don't think that battle that we can win easily. And it's with both sides because in the next 3 to 4 years, we'll be saying the same thing with the next government that will come, whether it's going to be a continuation of this government or whether it's going to be another government, even that government will still be trying to find ways to persecute people for corruption. And it's still going to be difficult. It is still going to be difficult. However, we cannot encourage the court to slow down on it. We cannot allow Lace to slow down on it. They need to push more and push forward because if we allow all these small political plays and these games to be played around this, I will not go nowhere. Everybody will come and eat the share of this cake and let it be. People will come, eat the share of this cake, and there will nothing that will come out of it. Because we Liberians, we need the media we need to educate the ordinary people more. Let them know some of the things that the government is doing. Or maybe we need to have some workshops in some town hall meetings in some community place displaying corruption, what it is. Let people know how a heights for one or two persons to eat millions of dollars for a small country with 4.5 million people. I don't even know whether we stay 4.5. And the just goes scot free. And yet use change to put the ordinary people together. Just little change of what they already have. And put the ordinary people together to say they're going to fight for them. Fight for them. That ignorance, that illiteracy, can our people going through what they are going through today. That's illiteracy. We don't have the kind of education that the people don't have the education they should have to know the true meaning of all the things that we're going through or what has been robbed out of this country. People don't have that knowledge. So if you ask some of the people you saw tonight at Finabono's house, if you ask them, they will say, but what they get to jail for? They get packet that oh, they got anything else. They don't know what happened. They they don't in fact they don't even care to know what happened. Just tell you clear. Oh, what did they get to do? And they wanna do nothing that more good. That, oh, and you sitting here. See, I tell her police that she worked for the country. They call me all that people. That's why they carried her to jail yesterday. As a juror on the ground on a serious case, and you allow your name to surface for corruption, If Liberia was one serious country, if those jurors had diplomatic passport, they would take it from them. If it was one serious country, why they couldn't do investigation? They will seize their passports. They're not allowed to leave this country. They should not be allowed. If I'm saying if, because I don't know if it is what it is in Liberia, but those jurors, what they caused Liberia yesterday, they're not supposed to leave this country to go anywhere. Serious jobs you got, they will remove you because you can't be trusted. You sold the country. You sold the country. You sold the government. They put you on the ground on serious case to work for in the government's interest. And you proud to take huge sum of bribe. Just like that, just because it is Liberia, or just because we don't care in Liberia about the bigger picture. All we care about is ourselves. We don't care about the bigger picture. We don't see it like that. We see our own gains. What you can gain. That's what you see. So you don't care about the bigger picture. It's nothing to you. And when you come out and be moving around this town freely and be enjoying the money as 15 jurors, 15 persons on the ground being supported by the government to work in the government's interest and to review this case properly. All documents that you need to review it was given to you. Your selection alone is a pride for you. You walk on the ground, left your kids at home, stay over there. My people, imagine to come out and you be called back for corruption. Really? Sold the country. You sold Liberia, in other words. And that is wrong. Any serious government, if you have a job or you were expecting a job, an expert job, when they review your case and they know you did that, you will not get it in other countries. I know whether yeah, but someone else is still working with the government. Somebody got government job, they took them from government entity to carry the honor grant. Yes. You already lost integrity in other words. If you do that, you lost integrity. But yeah, Liberia, nobody cares about integrity. Fight for what you get. Nobody cares about integrity. Seriously, this is Sandra TV. We are on Facebook and YouTube, and the program you are listening or watching is Inside Liberia. And I'm Vivian Coker. I'm the host here. Tonight we're discussing how can we fight corruption in our country, Liberia, especially with the kind of politics that we have that has overshadowed everything. Now that you can do it like Brown and the people take you to shut you like that man, you for the ruling government. Oh no, he for CTC. Oh, he for ASC, he for this, he for that. Anything you try to say objectively, they will link you. You must have political affiliation in the country before you survive. Imagine that. Imagine that. Everyone thinks that everyone has an attachment to one political party. And that's so. Not everyone. Not everyone. So when people trying to say something that makes sense, then you think that because oh they'll get them over them that United Party children. Oh, let them women empower and said I CDC women. Oh, let them do that one. No. Listen to the voice of reasoning. Listen to the voice of reason. The first thing first is you. You must know the reality. You must read and understand the story. Follow the issue. Know the issue. Follow it up. Don't just get down and start clapping. Go to final house and then I asked him the person what I can do for his end. The woman was in jail, she can't. At all. And the only story they can tell you, the woman was in jail, she can't. And then the woman would bury the woman pa. Then they come and say she steal the money so they can out to jail, but she can't. And what will clapping for? But what is the root cause of the lady going to court before going to jail? What is the root cause? The things I know they put up in here. They just say Umaka clap. I don't know the person that put me here. I just saw them coming and I follow. How do we reach the point to fight corruption in this country? That is where we are. We are stuck in the middle because of political reasons. We cannot achieve what we're supposed to achieve. You speak too hard on the issue, you are for. When you speak on the other side, you are against. You putting yourself in the space of dilemma, you don't even know where to go. Some people, they listen to all sides of the story and they just don't care about anybody right or anybody wrong. Those are places now people trying to set themselves. Because if you talk too much, you lost it on the other side. If you talk too much in favor, you lost it on the other side of the opposition. You talk too much about the opposition, you lost it on the other side. This is not fair. We can't reach our goal like that. Liberia is bigger than any individual. It's bigger than any political party, any political affiliation. Liberia is bigger than just anybody. So you will sit down, some group of people just eat millions of dollars and just bring you to the street to come march with them and say you the person innocent. You will sit down. People will just come in this country with drugs, a whole cartel of drugs. And then people fighting over who owns the drugs. Can you imagine? NSA won't do their work. National Security, LMP, they won't do their work. They can't do the work. They're fighting to do the work. People in the middle of the work. In fact, the people that are doing the work now for them, they're more than the NMP or the NSA, the drug security. The people that are analyzing the drugs thing, go online, go see. Two stories that one I got right now. Two stories, two sides of the story. One group of people say that 6 years plus they just spend there. It just there, it get kind of the trust in they just coming with it just. Another group of people say that you're the one who the trust, that you go minute, that you get a trust. Can you imagine why the drug security is still doing an investigation? We already split the drug story into two. How do we fight as a government? How do we fight? The citizens, the people called Liberians have divided the stories into two. Everybody now running with their own. So whether the joint security come up with anything that is positive, that is helpful for the investigation, we still don't know whether it's going to be accepted. In fact, it's not even going to be accepted because the two stories have been made already. So they're not giving the people a chance to do the investigation properly. The stories have been made already and people are running around with it. You understand? This is where we find ourselves as Liberians. So how do we fight? Other countries, they fight this thing together. Or they allow the ruling government to rule and fight in the way they know how. But yeah, no. We can't do that one, yes, sir. What? We can do it. We can try it. Yeah, everybody want to know. Everybody want to analyze it their own way. Everybody want to fight it their own way. That's Liberia right here for you. This is Liberia for you. Folks, this is just all the part one of what we want to talk about when it comes to fighting corruption in Liberia. Next week, Wednesday, we will be back here for part two as we follow the cases, as we follow the issues and happenings in Liberia. We will be back here to tell you more. To let us discuss how can we jointly fight corruption. Is it possible? You see any sign of Liberia winning corruption? You see any sign with the kind of politics we have in Liberia? When you sing a street, they say that politics. And because of opposition, I want to sing it like that. That because you are ruling government, and why you doing it like this? How do we reach the man? How can we continue to create the awareness? How can the people see the need? How can the people see the need to fight to the end? The government of Liberia. Can we allow them to do their job? Citizens of Liberia, oppositions, can we allow the government to do their job? Christian community, Muslim community, young people, students, can we allow the government to do the job they are called to do? Can we allow them peacefully? Or everything we do in Liberia, we must attach politics to it. That's why we're not achieving the goal. Hey, we talk about 300 plus million. That can you imagine that every time we try to put one step, Liberia is putting one step ahead, then we 10 step backward because we are not fighting properly. We are not giving ourselves chance to fight properly. Tonight, we want to caution all of us, caution the Liberian people to allow the government do their job when it comes to fighting corruption. Fina is not above the law. She has never been. She has been part of it. She's a part and parcel. Chief of protocol is a huge tax. The position comes with lot of responsibilities. And one of the responsibilities of that position is when you leave and you are called for questioning, you should be available. You should be available. And Fina made herself available. Only us just jumping all around and spoiling it. Just spoiling things all around. Because Liberians think that we should not. Liberia should not call anybody to book. We should not handle anybody who we feel have corrupted the country. We should not punish anybody. Once you are in position and punishes anybody means that politics you are using. Let us desist from that and let us focus on how we can help government to fight against corruption. Because all the things that we see here, we're just starting from there. There are, there's a whole lot to do. There's a whole lot to do. That's just step by step. This government is going. We have not reached anywhere yet. So that's it. We would love to leave you here tonight on the program Inside Liberia on Samtra TV. We're on Facebook and YouTube, and our two channels are open. You want to make a comment, go right there on our Facebook page or our YouTube page and make a comment. Leave it there. Next week, Wednesday, we will have a part two with our guests, and we'll be discussing how or whether Liberia can really fight corruption and win with all the interferences that we have seen or we continue to see. Once more, we want to extend our deepest sympathy to the family members, the institutions, for the loss of the lives of veteran Liberian journalist Barbara Harris, who had battled illness for a long period of time. He died yesterday in Monrovia, and then the music minister Miracle Keter, president of LACMA, who died today and suddenly died today after a huge program yesterday in Monrovia. Also, it is saddened that we have to go through these losses at this time in Liberia. We said to all our viewers, all our listeners, our fans, Samja TV fans out there, all of you are very important to us. We wish you a wonderful, wonderful God bless night as we come to an end of this edition of Inside Liberia on Samtra TV. My name is Vivian Cook, and I am your host right here on this program. To our crew in studio there, Leon, to Azama, our studio coordinator, was thank you for the time. And as I would like to say goodbye tonight. We love you. God bless you. And take it from here, studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Central TV. Yeah, yeah.